If you're watching this video, there's a 94% chance you're doing at least 7 of these things right now, and they're keeping you broke. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Poverty isn't just about money. It's about patterns, behaviors, the tiny decisions you make every single day that compound into either wealth or struggle. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which patterns are sabotaging your financial future. I used to think rich people were just lucky, born into money, right place, right time. Then I spent 3 years studying the daily habits of millionaires and billionaires. I interviewed self-made entrepreneurs. I analyzed the routines of people who went from food stamps to financial freedom. And what I discovered shocked me. The gap between rich and poor isn't talent. It's not intelligence. It's not even opportunity. It's 15 specific behaviors, and anyone can change them starting today. But here's what nobody tells you. Most people won't, because these behaviors feel safe, comfortable, normal. So let's break the pattern. Let's talk about the 15 things poor people do that keep them poor and what the rich do instead. 1. They trade time for money. Poor people sell hours. Rich people sell systems. Think about it. If you're working a job where you get paid $25 an hour, there's a ceiling. You can work 40 hours, maybe 60 if you destroy your health. But there's a cap. The rich realize something crucial. Your time is finite. So they build assets that make money while they sleep. Rental properties, dividend stocks, online businesses, digital products. A study from Cornell University found that 65% of self-made millionaires had at least 3 streams of income before they made their first million. The poor person thinks, how do I work more hours? The rich person thinks, how do I make money without trading my time? We'll come back to this concept of leverage in a moment because it's the foundation of everything else. 2. They buy liabilities pretending they're assets. Here's where most people mess up their entire financial life. They buy a brand new car for $40,000, put $5,000 down, finance the rest at 7% interest, and they call it an investment. But the second they drive it off the lot, it loses 20% of its value. That's $8,000 gone in 60 seconds. Robert Kiyosaki said it best, an asset puts money in your pocket, a liability takes money out. That car? It's costing you in payments, insurance, gas, maintenance. It's draining you every single month. Meanwhile, the rich person buys a used, reliable car for $15,000 cash. And they take that extra $25,000 and put it into index funds that average 10% annual returns. Do the math. Over 30 years, that $25,000 becomes $436,000. The poor person got a nicer car. The rich person got financial freedom. 3. They focus on saving instead of earning. Don't get me wrong, saving matters, but there's a limit to how much you can save. If you make $50,000 a year and cut your expenses to the bone, maybe you save $15,000. That's incredible discipline. But if you focus on increasing your income instead, you could double your earnings in 3 to 5 years by learning high-value skills, starting a side business, or switching careers. The poor mindset says, I need to cut my $5 coffee. The rich mindset says, I need to make an extra $1,000 this month. One is scarcity thinking. The other is abundance thinking. And here's the secret nobody tells you. The rich do both. They control costs and maximize income. But they put 80% of their energy into earning more, not spending less. 4. They chase job security over opportunity. In 2008, millions of people learned a brutal lesson. Job security is an illusion. Companies that existed for 50 years vanished overnight. Safe careers disappeared, pensions evaporated. But the rich already knew this. They never bet their entire future on one employer. A Princeton study found that millionaires are 4 times more likely to be self-employed than the average person. Not because employment is bad, but because they understand risk. The poor person thinks a steady paycheck equals security. The rich person knows that multiple income streams equal security. They take calculated risks. They start side projects. They build equity in businesses instead of just earning a salary. Because here's the truth. The biggest risk isn't starting a business. It's putting all of your faith in someone else's business and hoping they never let you go. 5. They consume content, not create it. Pick up your phone right now. Check your screen time. How many hours did you spend on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube last week? Average person, 28 hours per week on social media and entertainment. That's a part-time job, except you're not getting paid. You're making someone else rich. Meanwhile, the rich are creating, building, producing. They're the ones making the videos you're watching, writing the books you're reading, building the apps you're using. Mr. Beast started with 0 followers and a cheap camera. Now he makes $54 million a year because he switched from consumer to creator. You don't need to be Mr. Beast, but you need to shift your ratio. If you spend 10 hours consuming, spend at least 2 hours creating, building a skill, starting a side hustle, learning something valuable. The poor are audiences. The rich are performers. 7. They buy on emotion. Walk through any mall and you'll see this in action. Someone has a bad day at work, they feel down, so they go shopping for retail therapy. Buy a new outfit, new shoes, feel better for 20 minutes. Then the credit card bill arrives. The rich person feels the same emotions, but they have a different response. They pause, they sleep on it. They ask, will I still want this in 72 hours? Studies show that 70% of purchase decisions made on impulse are regretted within a week. The poor buy to feel better. The rich buy to get better. Returns. Big difference. 8. They prioritize looking rich over being rich. This one's painful but true. Designer clothes, luxury parleys, expensive apartment in the trendy neighborhood, bottles at the club, first-class flights on credit, looking rich on Instagram while being broke in real life. Meanwhile, the actual millionaire next door, driving a 10-year-old Toyota, wearing a normal watch, living in a modest house. A study of 10,000 millionaires found that 79% received 0 inheritance, and most of them still shop at Walmart. Warren Buffett lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. Mark Zuckerberg drives a Honda. They're not cheap. They're strategic. Every dollar spent on looking rich is a dollar that can't compound into actual wealth. The poor confuse symbols with substance. The rich know the difference. 9. They avoid discomfort at all costs. Comfort is expensive. Staying at the job you hate because it's familiar? That's expensive. Not learning new skills because it's hard? Expensive. Avoiding difficult conversations? Expensive. The rich understood something early. Temporary discomfort leads to permanent comfort. They took the uncomfortable call, had the awkward negotiation, learned the difficult skill, started the scary business. Navy SEAL training has a motto, get comfortable being uncomfortable. The same applies to wealth building. That certification that takes 6 months of night school? Uncomfortable, but it could double your income. That side business that requires working weekends for a year? Uncomfortable, but it could replace your job. The poor choose comfort today and struggle tomorrow. The rich choose discomfort today and coast tomorrow. 10. They blame circumstances instead of taking responsibility. The economy is rigged. I didn't have the right connections. My parents didn't teach me about money. The system is against people like me. Some of this might even be true. Life isn't fair. Some people start with advantages. But here's the brutal question. Does complaining change your bank account? The rich face the same obstacles. They just respond differently. They don't ask, why is this happening to me? They ask, what can I do about it? Oprah was born into poverty in rural Mississippi, abused as a child, 0 advantages. She took responsibility anyway and built a billion-dollar empire. This isn't toxic positivity. It's practical reality. You can be right about how unfair things are, or you can be rich. Choose. 11. They surround themselves with other struggling people. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Jim Rohn said that, and research proves it. Harvard Business School found that you're 15 times more likely to become a millionaire if your friends are millionaires. Not because of their money, because of their mindset. If your friends constantly complain about being broke, you'll normalize being broke. If they mock people who try to better themselves, you'll stop trying. If they spend every weekend partying instead of building, you'll do the same. The rich are ruthless about their circle. They join masterminds, attend conferences, find mentors, network strategically. They'd rather be uncomfortable around people more successful than them than comfortable around people stuck where they are. Your network is your net worth. The gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't money. It's not luck. It's behavior. Change the behavior, change your life. Now go do it.